Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another video, and in today's video I wanted to kind of come out here and talk to you guys about, maybe some of the reasons why you're not feeling so well about yourself, and why you might be feeling a little bit insecure and feel that you're not good enough. So let's just jump right into it. I feel like one of the main reasons why we don't feel good enough in ourselves, and this was me before, I used to be very insecure about how I looked, my teeth, you know what I mean? I used to be insecure about, just like the littlest things, and it always kind of threw me off. And it never, it was never a huge problem, I guess, for me, but there was a point where I didn't feel good about myself, so I think a lot of the times when we think of, what makes us not feel good, it's a lot of the beliefs that we have about ourselves, right? So we'll a lot of the time say to ourselves I'm pretty awkward, or that was another one of my insecurities, that I was very awkward, and I was just, very insecure. I was shy, that was another one of my insecurities. I have acne, my hairline goes pretty far up, you know what I'm saying? But so these are some of the things that kind of made me insecure about myself. And it was just I feel like these are all just beliefs that have been given down to us, and I feel like, when we tell ourselves that we're awkward and things of this nature, a lot of the times it's not from us, it's not our fault. It's a belief that was passed on to a family member or a friend or even an enemy, someone who we knew growing up. It wasn't ours, therefore we took in that belief to ourselves and we made it our story. And I think the important thing with this is, the story that we tell ourselves holds true. If you believe that you are awkward, then that's, how other people are going to see you. And so I think the important thing is to kind of let go of that belief that someone else passed on to you. Well, how do you let it go of it? You asked, I think there are a couple different ways. When I first started my journey, I told myself positive affirmations about myself. I started to, just say I am confident and I am beautiful. And when I started telling myself these, I truly believed it, and that's the key. You have to truly believe it. You can't just say it, and I realize that this can be hard for some people, but you have to realize, there's not going to be a lot of people in your life that tell you how beautiful you are, which is why you got to cherish it, and which is why you have to reaffirm yourself that you are beautiful, because, everyone on here is beautiful. Fuck what society has to say, The fucking media likes to portray, all these beautiful women who are nearly impossible to become, you know what I'm saying? There's the standard is so high that it makes everyone feel insecure about themselves, and it's ridiculous. But anyways, I think it's important for us to kind of get rid of that label, that story that we keep telling ourselves, that I am awkward, or that I am this or I am that, because in reality, God, if you believe in God or source or your higher self, is all loving, all kindness. And I think it's also important to realize that, we are much more than our physical form, meaning that we are spirit, and God is within all of us if you believe in God, and the light that shines within all of us, it exists within all of us. So it's about I feel like it's important for us to realize that and to say, I am important, I am grateful, I am I am abundant, you know, I am love, I am joy. And saying these to yourself, you know, you can say it to yourself, even if you say it in your head, you know, it's a start, but I feel like saying it out loud really kind of gets it ingrained into your subconscious. But you know, what I like to do is I like to look in the mirror and, you know, just say like, wow, like you're really like beautiful. And you know, I've told myself that so many times that it's programmed in my subconscious. So now when I look at myself in the mirror, all I see is beauty, you know. And I think this idea of perfection is another thing that really throws a lot of us off, because, you know, there's no such thing as perfection. You know, there's like, what is perfection? Like, you know, it's this obtainable thing that we all try to go for, but it's like, in reality, it can't like happen, you know. All of us have, you know, our flaws. That's just inevitable. But I think it's going back to the whole belief thing. I think it's really important to kind of tell ourselves, to change that story that we tell ourselves, you know, instead of you know, playing victim. A lot of the times, you know, we are responsible for our lives. And you know, it may sound selfish. I can see how it can sound selfish to be like, you know, I am love, I am beautiful, you know, I am abundant. It can sound selfish by saying that, and that's another thing that I think society, you know, deems as like, you know, being selfish, or like, oh, this and that. You know, I think where the selfishness comes in is where you are, you know, you're being disrespectful to somebody else. But if you certainly just say, you know, just believe in yourself, and you say that like you are beautiful, and you know, you're courageous and you're confident, then there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with telling yourself how great you are and believing how great you are in yourself. And so I guess, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that, you know, you are just as important as everyone else, and you matter. You know, we need a lot more people like you doing what I'm doing, you know, spreading the message that everyone is all interconnected. You know, we're all one. And I think that concept can it's pretty general, and it can be kind of hard to understand, but you know, I just think it's important to tell ourselves to, you know, we don't have to like, you know, listen to what other people tell us, you know, because the only thing that matters is what you tell yourself. You know, so in doing so, if you start to say, you know, I am confident, and I am abundant, and I am wealthy, you know, you're going to start to feel these things, and it's ultimately going to lead you to self-love, and it's going to really make you love yourself. And you know, that's very key in terms of being able to manifest whatever you want. You have to be able to love yourself, and I think that's a huge step, you know. And you know, like I said before, I used to be very insecure about myself. I used to look at myself, you know, I would tell myself that I am awkward, you know. That was kind of the story, the narrative that I told myself. That I was, you know, I'm just like an awkward guy, you know, like, sorry, I'm pretty awkward. Sorry if I said this or that, you know. And I think it's important for us to be like, you know, no, we don't have to tell ourselves that story. We can tell ourselves that we are confident. And if you say that enough times to yourself, and you really start believing that, you know, it's going to be programmed into your subconscious, meaning that you'll start to believe that you're confident, and you'll start to believe that you're beautiful, like I believe, you know. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to hear more topics about this. I really enjoy talking about self-love and how to find peace within yourself. So if you really enjoy this topic, let me know. And that's going to be all for this one. Hope you guys are having a beautiful morning, afternoon, or night. and peace, love, and happiness.